Well, it's time now for our weekend movie watch list. It's a huge weekend for many reasons. We are looking at one big film that's hitting the big screen, and then, of course, it's all about the Oscars happening this Sunday. So, of course, joining us this morning again is film critic Tom Santilli with Movie Show Plus, here to fill us in. And hey, Tom, let's first start with what's coming out this weekend. What's the big one coming out?
Hey, great to be here, Kevin. Other than the Oscars, there is one big film coming out this weekend. It's called The Lost City. And, this was actually a pretty good movie. I liked it. It stars Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, and it's kind of a throwback movie. We don't get too many adventure rom-coms anymore. I'm thinking of like Romancing the Stone or Jewel of the Nile, the Alan Quartermain movies of the 80s. This is kind of goofy, silly, laid back. Daniel Radcliffe is in it too, by the way. The crowd that I was with really liked this movie. I thought it was just good enough with Sandra Bullock, just in her zone, in that charming, funny comedy zone. But it's definitely something that I think people should check out this weekend.
And Channing Tatum's been busy too, it seems like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Many movies. All right, well, we mentioned the Oscar ceremony that's happening Sunday. We've heard you talk for the last few weeks about the Oscar Gala event that you're hosting at the Maple Theater, but
yes.
What more can you tell people about that? You still have some tickets available, right?
Yeah, so tickets are still available. They can go to themapletheater.com. I am hosting the Oscar Gala, and like you said, we've been talking about it for a while. What is the Oscar Gala? Well, we watch the Oscars together, all us movie lovers, on the big screen in a theater, but it's more than that. We have an event. There's a red carpet. There's a live band. There's drink specials. There's a photo booth, and we're also doing raffles. When you buy a ticket to the gala, you get entered into a bunch of raffles, and we're giving away like exclusive movie swag, signed paraphernalia, or memorabilia, I should say, and all kinds of fun stuff happening throughout the night. It's just a really cool time. Anybody that's been there in the past knows. And like you said, tickets are still available. They can go to themapletheater.com. Come out and see me Sunday if they haven't have any plans already.
This is it's going to be exciting. I mean, a big weekend. I heard you mention that it's like Christmas weekend for you. Do you have any big predictions going into Sunday night?
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of my friends and stuff, they actually text me that they're like, "Happy Oscar Sunday!" Every Oscar Sunday, it's like they reach out to me and think of me. That's nice. But yeah, as far as my predictions go, this race for Best Picture is really interesting this year. It started off, Belfast was kind of the front runner, and then it slowly turned into The Power of the Dog. But then out of nowhere, Coda has kind of gained steam. It's the little movie that could. It won at the SAG Awards, the top honor, and it also won at the Producers Guild, which is a predictor of the Oscars. So Coda and Power of the Dog are kind of neck and neck right now. I think Coda might actually squeeze this one out. It gets a little clearer in the Best Actor category. Will Smith is the front runner for King Richard. He's kind of been sweeping most of the award circuit, but it's not a lock. And then Best Actress gets really interesting. Jessica Chastain is a bit of the front runner. She just won at the Critics' Choice Awards for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, but I wouldn't count out Kristen Stewart. She's had a really up and down award season, but I think Kristen Stewart has a real chance of winning the Oscar for her performance in Spencer.
I think a lot of people are polling for her. But before we're out of time, I did want to ask you one question too, because I've been talking to some of my coworkers about Power of the Dog.
Yeah.
And the feeling has been like the movie's kind of slow, but it's one of those movies that I guess should win awards. What do you have to say about that? Do you think that this is definitely award worthy?
Yeah, I really love The Power of the Dog, but it is definitely in that category that like the average moviegoer usually will hear that all the hype about it and watch it, and they're just like, oh, that's one of those critic movies. Coda, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. Coda is a crowd pleaser. If anybody goes to Apple TV Plus and watches Coda, they are going to love it. I would almost guarantee it. But yeah, I personally think The Power of the Dog is great from a technical perspective and just the storytelling and Jane Campion. But yeah, both movies are definitely worth watching before Sunday.
All right. Well, hey, Tom Santilli from MovieShowPlus.com. Thank you so much for the insight. Remember, the Oscars airs this Sunday evening over on Channel 7.